what is very unique for me and that was always a big struggle for me on the path. Like I wanted to be on a spiritual path that doesn't not only like work or get the job done. I also wanted to be on a beautiful path. And that's what I feel here is such a beautiful path and so natural and spontaneous that is just amazing.
Were there any highlights for you in this immersion, apart from the breakthroughs, like anything that comes to mind?
You know, it's so funny, like maybe this is everyone who finds Igor, like it seems like the perfect fit for them, but literally every time he speaks, I feel like he's answering something that was so like close to my heart. Maybe I didn't know how to articulate it at the time, but like I said, like something he said in Darshan was exactly what I was looking for to take into my practice. But even like questions other people are asking, it seems like everyone has like a similar question that they want to ask, but maybe they don't know how to articulate. And like, you know, I've only asked a few questions here, but all of my questions seemingly have gotten answered. So I just like, it's always right place, right time with him and, you know, with this group especially.
I was fascinated by this clarity, you know, he has the clarity and the dedication and even this, I wouldn't say furious, but he's like a warrior, something of a warrior he has in him. And in a case, I like that.
In terms of the retreat itself, I like that it creates this container where everybody can express their energetical processes without having to hold back. So everybody can sort of go through their own processes without having any fears or boundaries given by some external governance. So I kind of enjoyed that there was this trust that I felt also created by the Sangha, and also the place has been chosen very wisely.
You say you've been to different ashrams and had your own different, you know, like you come from a different practice. Is there anything singular or unique that you feel is in Igor's work?
Yes, like this synthesized perspective and this profound philosophy, this very, very refined pointers. I personally felt really drawn to also this intimacy of this kind of small gathering that really drew me. And it's what is very unique for me and that was always a big struggle for me on the path. Like I wanted to be on a spiritual path that doesn't not only like work or get the job done. I also wanted to be on a beautiful path. And that's what I feel here is such a beautiful path and so natural and spontaneous that is just amazing.
Even the online stuff is very intense for me, but kind of being in the same room and kind of having also like the physical closeness has been very energetically very calming in a way, and very soothing, and very like homecoming or something.
I knew meditations from Osho, dynamic and Kundalini meditation, which is very physical. So I knew these physical approaches. But what was new was that it has to come by itself. It's not induced. It's just how your natural process. And that's a bit insecure, you know. I felt lost in meditation in a way. to know what to do. When am I really letting go, and when am I inducing or forcing something? So, but I got in it.
I really feel like I had a real breakthrough. Like I kind of was hitting, I don't want to call it a wall in my spiritual practice, but I was kind of reaching these points of meditation where it was kind of a repetitive cycle. And then based on something that Igor said in Darshan, really just propelled me to what seems like the next phase of my evolution. And every meditation since then has just brought me so much deeper into my practice. And it's been amazing. First time I was fairly new on this path, so to speak. And it was just great to have a taste of it and be in that container and just like know that I was on the right path. Whereas here I could kind of come in and hit the ground running after the jet lag. But yeah, it's been amazing. And I don't know, just something about being here. It just propels you. And it's that quickening that Igor talks about. You feel like you make some real breakthroughs here that you don't always get in your personal practice. That said, I feel like whatever has happened here, I can easily, take into my personal practice, and it'll definitely spill over and carry me, even though I'm not in this physical space.
And just like you said, being in the container, do you feel that the energy here is powerful? That it's just it's giving you something that you can't access in your normal practice?
For sure. I mean, I think you can always tap into this field, but there's something about being here. It's like, it's a palpable thing, especially by like midweek. It was definitely noticeable how much that vibration, so to speak, increased within here. There's just so much less, you fall a lot deeper, a lot quicker, a lot more effortlessly when you're here.
I had some kind of transmission situation in the darshans, like very, very strong. Like Igor said something, I think it was in the break of the darshan, and I just heard like Igor's voice traveling to my ears and kind of going into my system, and then I felt very weak and soft. And then something kind of just came into me and just went through me. And I had this experience a few times that kind of, something very soft enters from above and touches something in sort of a dimension which, I know it from the first videos. I know it from his presence, but to have it in that immediate proximity, like very close.
The pointers that he gave me personally were really helpful. It was really helpful also to kind of speak up, share a bit of my experience and ask a question. I felt really safe and like, I mean, that I'm so full right now. Like if I go back out into the world now, I feel so blessed, and at the same time, I sense that there's a lot more to unfold.
If it's been so powerful for you and expedited your process, is it work that you would recommend to others on the path?
Well, definitely others on the path if they've really had some sort of energetic awakening, activity of Kundalini energy. But, it's a tough one because like I told some of my friends, I'm going on a meditation retreat. And I think in a lot of people's mind, meditation is, sitting in a Zen garden and blissed out. And in reality, we see it here. Meditation's not really at all like that at times. So it's tough to say if I would just recommend this to anyone because it is such a, transformative, sacred, challenging process, to be completely honest. That said, if you are someone who, the symptomatology checks out and you feel like, what Igor says online sort of resonates with you, definitely get here because the longer you wait, I think there's an opportunity for this process to kind of take you down a different path, more of that path of like pathology, and you go a little crazy trying to figure out what's wrong with you, even though there might not be anything wrong with you. You might be perfectly fine. It's just, it's better to know, get that guidance right away. And even the free material is great that he offers online, but there's, like I said, something about being here. Like if you can get here, get here. But yeah, the short of it is it's tricky just to recommend this to everyone because it is so powerful. And it's like, I would only recommend it to someone who's open to having their life changed completely. Like that's how powerful it is. But I also think regardless of the stage of the process, even if you really haven't had yet like a full-on awakening, something about being here and just gaining that understanding, sitting in the field, I don't think it can hurt you.
And do you have any like last comments?
I wish it was longer. No, like I said, like it took me about till like midweek to really sort of settle into this field and like hit it full throttle. So I kind of wish, you know, it was a few more days, or maybe I got here a little earlier, but you know, it's going to spill over into everyday life. So whatever. But yeah, I'm just really blessed, and like, I feel lucky because, you know, I consider myself very, you know, early in this process. Like it probably takes some people years to find out like what exactly is going on. And like, not only did I find out really what was happening, I probably found the best container there is for this type of work in the world. Can't imagine. I mean, if there's a better one, I'd like to hear it, but.
I would like to take back home the softness of the container. Because it's the first time I experience something like that. I've never experienced something like this before. And like the feeling of being at home, or yes, that everything is okay in a way. Just that feeling, that very soft one.